Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another Rookie Card Collector 123 video. In today's video, we are going to continue our series of top 10 early cards of Baseball Hall of Famers. Today, we're going to look at Dave Bancroft. Bancroft was a popular shortstop with the New York Giants, Philadelphia, and played from the mid-19 teens through the 20s and up until around 1930. Bancroft was noted more for his fielding, but was a decent hitter. Won multiple championships with the New York Giants, World Series, and a very popular ball player during his time. So the first card we're going to look at, Bancroft has two cards from the 1912 season, which is going to be the earliest Bancroft professional baseball cards produced. Both of these came during his time in the Pacific Coast League, so both of these are going to be pre-rookie cards, as I defined them before they're in their major league uniform, before they made their major league debut. So the first one we're going to talk about is a 1912 Z-Nut. Z-Nuts are the most popular minor league cards of the early part of the 20th century. They range from 1911, I believe, was the first year, all the way through 1936. So they produced those for about a 25-year period. And some years were scarcer than others. Of course, the early ones from the 1911 to 1920 time frame are all very scarce, and then as you get later in years into the 30s, they become a little more common, a little easier to find, but still extremely difficult cards to track down, and always low pop cards as well. They also tended to be, when you do find them, they tend to be in very poor condition. They were minor league games, so a lot of people went to these games. They were not necessarily looking for keepsakes and things like that. So a lot of people, if they had cards of ball players, they might just stick it in the back pocket. So they were easily creased. They also came with coupons at the bottom of the card, which you would detach, and you were able to redeem for discounts or on product or prizes. So probably 95% of the Z-Nuts that you do find out there are going to be missing the coupon on the bottom. Very rarely do you find one. And of course, those sell for a premium when the coupon is on there. So the first one we're going to look at is 1912 Z-Nut, Dave Bancroft. Like I said, Bancroft began his professional career in the early 19 teens. He was with the Portland Pacific Coast League team, and that's where he's pictured on the 1912 Z-Nut. These were either black and white or sepia cards. I think they got some toning over the years. So the 1912 Z-Nut Bancroft, quite scarce. The population is probably under 10 SGC and PSA combined on that card. His earliest minor league pre-rookie. The second 1912 Bancroft card that was produced also while he was with the Pacific Coast League Portland Ball Club is cataloged as E136. These are called home run kisses. These were a little more ornate, a little fancier design on the cards. Same type of style. They were kind of long and narrow. And Bancroft appears on the 1912 home run kisses. They only produced those that one season, compared to the Z-Nuts, which were made for about a 25-year period. So the home run kisses are a little tougher to find than the Z-Nuts. Populations on that is probably in the 5 range for Bancroft, and a lot of the commons are probably either 1 or 2, or some of them may not even have any examples that have been found as of yet based on the checklist. The third Bancroft card we're going to look at is going to be a 1914 Z-Nut. So this one is going to be 2 years later. Again, Bancroft still with Portland. It's a different image on the front of the card. These also came with coupons. Most of the time those are missing. and another pre-rookie card for Bancroft. These C-nuts are going to be much scarcer than the true rookie card that we're going to talk about in a minute for Bancroft. So in some cases, the pre-rookies can be a lot more valuable than the true rookie card. Sometimes they're less valuable to those who just collect major league cards and not looking for minor league or amateur playing cards. Now we're going to move on. The fourth Bancroft we're going to look at is one of his true rookie cards. This one is a Sporting News, was produced in 1916. They're called Sporting News in the card catalog. They're cataloged as M101-5, which was the first issue that was put out in 16, and then later in 1916, toward the end of the season, they produced a second series, M101-4. The vast majority of the images are the same. Some of the card numbers are the same. Some of them are different. There's a few new players added and taken out. They come in about 20 different advertising backs for the local retailers that would use it to promote their products in their stores. There's numerous backs. I'm not gonna go into describing the different advertising backs. But Bancroft's first major league rookie card would be the Sporting News M101-5, M101-4, both produced in 1916. Another Bancroft rookie card option is a 1916. There was a Fleischmann Bakery. These are quite a bit scarcer than the Sporting News issue. The Fleischmann Bakery were larger size cards. Again, similar to like the Home Run Kisses, but these are bigger. They were long and narrow type cards. And they also had coupons on the bottom, similar to the Z-Nuts, that were meant to be trimmed off and redeemed for prizes or discounts on the bakery products. So Bancroft appears in the 1916 Fleischmann Bakery. It would be a second rookie card option along with the Sporting News. Next one we're going to talk about, also 1916. This is a third option for Bancroft. This one is not a card, so it's not going to qualify as a rookie card option, but would still be a Bancroft rookie because it's first major league season the same year as the other two, the Sporting News and the Fleischmann Bakery. This one is cataloged as BF2. And these are Ferguson Bakery pennants. The Ferguson Bakery pennants are long triangular pennants that have a real photo image of the player, and they actually take almost every one, I believe, is the same image as on the Sporting News card. So you take a cropped down version of the Sporting News card, and that gets mounted on the pennant and has labeled Bancroft's name, and I believe it says the name of the team on there as well. And the photo part is black and white. The pennant came in various colors. They came in orange and purple and white, several other colors. So that one is another 16 Bancroft, another rookie piece. But again, the pennant is a felt pennant, is not a card, so it's not a rookie card. Now we're going to move on to a few other early Bancrofts. These would not fall in the rookie card range or pre-rookie anymore at this point. 1917, Bancroft was on a set that had cards produced by Felix Mendelssohn. It was the same photographer that took the photos for the Sporting News cards. Mendelssohn went and had 4 different companies utilize his 1917 series. A lot of different photos and a lot of different checklists, different card numbers and all, and produced a year later, 17. And the 4 advertising backs that can be found on the backs of these are the Wheel Baking, which is the rarest one, the Standard Biscuit, which is the next rarest one, the Boston Store, which is the second most common, and the Collins McCarthy's, which are the most common. So Bancroft appears in all 4 of those, on all 4 of those sets with those different backs, the same image on the front. And this will be a year after his rookie card season. Next one we're going to look at was originally cataloged as 1916 to 1920. These were strip cards. These were one of the earliest strip card issues. And they're called big head strip cards for the fact that the card itself has a picture of a ball player, like a hand-drawn cartoon image almost. And the head is superimposed on the smaller body, so the head basically dominates the image on the card, hence the name Big Head Strip Cards. And these, like I said, originally cataloged 1916 to 20 based on the player content and the teams notated on the cards. It's been determined since then that the earliest issue date was probably 1918. So it's probably more like a 1918 to 20 or even 21 card issue. So some people like these, they're kind of cool. Some people don't really care for them because of the crazy look they have. Those are very, very scarce. Populations on the Bancroft from there would probably be under 10. Next one we're going to look at is 1920 to 21, so it was produced over 2 years. Was another bakery type issue. It's called Wholesome Bread. These were in the black and white format in the early 20s, which would be a very similar format to the American caramels, all the different American caramel cards that came out during that era, except this one is put out by Wholesome Bread, advertising on the back. And that one includes the Bancroft as well, early card. These are also very scarce in populations, definitely under 20, under 10, maybe under 5 even. And the last Bancroft we're going to talk about is a 1921. This is put out by a candy company, Oxford Confectionery. They had black and white cards. They put out a small set. I believe it was around 20 cards. There's some really big names in there. Babe Ruth is in there, and Ty Cobb is in there, and Walter Johnson is in there. And the Oxford confectionaries are scarce, not at the level of like a Wholesome Bread or like that, but much scarcer than like a Sporting News card or a couple of other things. So the Oxfords were produced in 21. The top is a black and white image, full border. There's no borders around it, so it's a full size photo. And then at the bottom, there has a white border with the player's name on the bottom there. And these are about the size of, a little bigger than like a caramel card size, like a typical caramel card from the 1910 era. Very similar to the 20s early American caramel cards. So that's going to wrap up our episode today for Dave Bancroft. 10 early cards, including pre-rookies, rookie card options, and then some other low pop, hard to find early cards. I hope you got some good information here. And for those collectors of Dave Bancroft, and as well as pre-war Hall of Famers. Anyway, hope you liked the video, and have a great day, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.